Hey Star Trek fans, Dan Gunther here with a quick news video for you today. A couple of bits of news. First of all, a bit of a follow-up to what I reported on yesterday in the review of Available Light by Dayton Ward. I had mentioned that David Mack was hired as a consultant on 2 animated series for Star Trek, the first of which is Lower Decks. The second one, from the initial comments, was a little ambiguous as to whether or not this was the Nickelodeon series or another series that had not yet been announced. Now, thanks to some clarification from David Mack, both on the comments of that video as well as comments made on the Trek BBS message board, it appears that the second series that he is working on is in fact the Nickelodeon kid-centered show. So mystery solved there. Those are the 2 shows that he will be consulting for. And also, I do want to make clear he has not been hired as a writer for these shows. He is a consultant, so he will be making notes on the shows and submitting those for the writers of those shows. He will not be in the writing room himself. But hopefully this portends that maybe he will have a future in the writer's room of a Star Trek show, which I think would be very well deserved by David Mack. The second piece of news I wanted to report briefly on is today, a new piece of artwork was released for the Star Trek Picard series, and it's this poster here, which was released on Sir Patrick Stewart's Twitter account as well as John Van Sitter's Twitter account shortly thereafter, and featuring new key art for the Star Trek Picard series. Now, this is a very striking poster visually, and it shows the former Captain Jean-Luc Picard clearly at his winery in France, his vineyard in France there, with a new little friend. It looks as though Picard has a dog in the new Picard series, and he appears to be a pit bull. Patrick Stewart has long been an advocate for the pit bull breed of dogs, so this looks to be something that very likely Patrick Stewart insisted on himself, which is very cool. I've always loved Star Trek pets, whether it's Spot or Porthos, so it's nice to have another animal to add to that legacy. Now, some interesting details in this poster. Of course, in the sky there, you'll notice what looks to be a planet. I think this is actually kind of the lens flare from the sun, but it is definitely evoking the shape of a planet. And I'm kind of supposing that this might portend the idea of space and exploration and kind of hinting at those themes. But some other people are also speculating that it may represent Romulus. And of course, the sun on the edge of it looks like it could be a planet being destroyed by a supernova, which we know the destruction of Romulus, thanks to a supernova, plays a role in Picard's life and the backstory for this new series. So, you know, obviously it's not meant to be a literal representation of what's going on. You wouldn't see that view from Earth exactly, but it's just hinting at these various themes, I think. Other small details, if you zoom in on the dog tag on the collar, you'll notice, of course, that it's a Starfleet Delta, but also, if you look really closely at the detail, it's labeled number 1 on the dog tag there. So nice little reference there. Curious what the name of the dog is going to be, whether it's number 1 or if that's just a nickname and the dog's named something else. But interesting stuff to speculate on. I'm excited for what we see here and where this series might be going. So I guess we now have to wait until Comic-Con in a couple of weeks to find out more about Star Trek Picard and about Star Trek Lower Decks and hopefully some of the other stuff that's coming down the pipe. What do you guys think of this poster? What do you think of Picard's new 4-legged friend? Do you have ideas for names? Some stuff I saw online, jokingly of course, was Dayton Ward posted that he would be okay if the entire series was just the 2 of them solving crimes together, which is a nice reference. I like that. I personally think that the dog should talk, and he should be voiced by John Delancey. And whether Picard calls the dog Q or not, I leave that up to you. But anyway, yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this poster. What did you think about it? And what are you excited about for Star Trek Picard? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching this quick news video. And thank you especially, of course, to the Patreon supporters. I really do appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel this video is worth it. I'll see you all in the next one. And until next time, live long and prosper.